1 second. I'm just gonna pull up the fucking bracket.
Okay, we're thinking too much about it.
Eric, stop digging too deep. Just let him do his thing. If he wants to pick Toronto, Colorado, then let him pick Toronto.
I don't fucking know how. I'm not sure how it fucking works this year. So those are just my two teams that I think could win it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my foot.
Right, you're right. It's the North and Central on the other side, so you're right. I assume that it would have been the West and North, and then the Central and East, but I guess not.
Doesn't matter. Vegas, I'm going to pick them as my Western Conference team. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth, and I think Colorado and their goaltending situation is not built for a deep playoff run. So I think they're fucked unless they can score 5, 6, 7 goals a game, which they can, really can do. Depends on if McKinnon and all of them are firing all cylinders over there, but that's going to be exhausting, having to go out and score 5, 6 goals a game just to keep yourself in it for a 5 round playoff series. Oh, fuck that! I'd be tired. So I'm going to take Vegas.
It's so weird how they set that up.
It is dumb. It's the NHL, dude. Vegas versus Pittsburgh is my pick. Vegas versus Pittsburgh. So technically, Eric.
Yeah, I can't do mine. So, I'll do Colorado versus. I'll go Toronto, just like Brian. So.
Yeah. Colorado, Toronto, and I go Vegas, Pittsburgh. Whoever's right gets absolute. Oh, they can't? Oh, yeah, because they're opposite.
East and West.
Yeah, East and
West.
West.
On the same side.
All right, so it's going to be Vegas. It's going to be Vegas and Tampa Bay. I'll go that. Vegas, Tampa Bay. The way they have it set up on their fucking website, the NHL website, is so stupid. Like, you would think they would have that playoff format like that. But no,
well,
they
looking at sportsbetting.legal, so I assume that it's probably correct.
Yeah, most likely. Especially since it has legal in its name.
Yeah.
Wild are 7th in the league, by the way, whole NHL in points. All the first and second place teams, except for one, are above us in the NHL.
Yeah, but we're cynics. We can't pick them.
Yep. All right. What's that horse's name? Medina Spirit?
Medina.
Yeah. It pulled a Barry Bonds. Well, I guess Barry Bonds never tested positive for steroids, but it.
Pulled an A-Rod.
Yeah, pulled an A-Rod or a what's his face? The guy Robinson Cano, and tested positive, but this wasn't for steroids. It was for an anti-inflammatory drug, and I haven't seen anything. Are they pulling the Kentucky Derby title off of the horse? Like, are they?
Know, but I think the horse is disqualified from the Preakness.
Yeah, I know it can't win the Triple Crown because it got disqualified for Preakness, but
well, you would assume so.
Yeah. Are they going to pull? Right here, it's a number 18 trending.
They do have a quote here from the horse. When asked if he knowingly took it, he said, nay.
It's stupid because the owner of the horse said, I had no idea that this was going on.
Silence and appreciate that comment.
And then the horse trainer, some Hall of Fame horse trainer, is like, well, I didn't know the horse was going to test positive. So I don't know what's going on. I'm like, well, everyone's like, well, like, what's going on? Like, you think the horse went out and did it itself? Like, stop being stupid. I mean, I guess what are you gonna say?
No,
when you get,
say it.
You're gonna deny.
There's
But
security footage from a CVS or something with a horse going in buying it, or paid in Dogecoin.
As of 35 seconds ago, from some Kentucky news outlet, like some CBS news affiliate, they said Medina Spirit's victory in the Kentucky Derby is in serious jeopardy. So it sounds like the track already banned the horse trainer and owner or the trainer.
He's actually a legendary trainer.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame trainer Bob Baffert, whose horses have failed. His horses have failed 5 tests in 6 months.
Jesus Christ!
And his quote was, "We didn't do it." Well, the horses aren't going and eating drugs themselves, dude.
Like, is it the owner doing it, or?
The owner says he had no idea because he's not involved with like the horses like training thing. That's why he hired a trainer, which I can believe. Like, you're a millionaire, billionaire, most likely. You're too busy to deal with a fucking horse.
Well, it's like the Houston Astros owner. I believe he didn't actually know what was going on here.
Yeah.
How much is he actually involved in that?
But if you want to make it to a Houston Astros comparable like analogy, so yeah, the owner of the horse is the owner of the Houston Astros. I don't know what's going on.
The manager.
Yeah, the trainer is the actual manager of the team. The fucking what's his name, Alex Cora, like.
No, that one was AJ Hinch.
Or AJ Hinch, yeah. Sorry.
Remember, Cora was kind of the one shamelessly going along.
Cora was the Red Sox dude, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of the architect behind the Houston one.
Yeah, the Apple Watch dude.
That one was before Cora, the year before, because he took the job the next year.
Yeah.
You're still in Houston.
Apparently I don't know where these horses are stabled at, but apparently there's a whole bunch of horses going around doing drugs on their own.
Anti-inflammatory drugs.
Yeah, like you don't even get a buzz from it. It just makes your
fucking bear aspirin or something.
So. It just makes your joints and muscles stop hurting and from getting inflamed. So, yeah, I don't know.
Did not know this was a problem up until recently in horse racing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the guy, if you have 5 failed drug tests, so Churchill Downs has already banned the dude from the race. Here's an official quote from Churchill's Down in response to Medina. You guys talk about something while I read this. Talk about something.
I was about to say, like, I'm in so much pain right now that if you do find out where they got it, let me know.
Where's the pain?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How are you
Where's
hurting?
the pain?
Yeah.
It's like having a bad back and then having a bad arm. Everything hurts. It's amplified.
No.
I'm sure it's from Corona, the inflammation. So.
All right, so
if you find out.
So as of today, Churchill Downs just put this out saying they took a post-race blood sample, which they do with all the horses, and apparently the Commonwealth of Kentucky's medication protocols, it was in violation of that, and the owners of the horse have the right to request a test of a split sample, and we understand if they intend to do so. To be clear, if the findings are upheld. So basically, Churchill Downs is saying we can retest the sample that we took, and if the findings are upheld, the Kentucky Derby will be invalidated and Mandaloun will be declared the winner. Cool. So there you go.
People rich.
Isn't
supposedly I was hearing that the tickets won't be disallowed.
Yeah. So what? They're gonna have 2 winners, or is it gonna be a push?
I would assume it'd be a push, maybe in that case. But
I would say they'll probably push the second place winner.
Yeah, and then still pay
refund everybody that already.
Go ahead, Eric.
Well, they're not going to refund everybody that already cashed out and everything.
Yeah, especially if you paid it out in person, like you were at Churchill's Downs or at like Canterbury and actually had a ticket and got cash in person. Like,
yeah,
they're not gonna. You're not gonna get a call from Canterbury Park saying, "Hey, we actually paid you out when your horse was on roids, so you got to come back and give us back the money." Like, yeah, good luck with that. I'd be like, "No habla," and hang up. So.
I was was about to say, does anybody remember when Wes Welker failed a drug test because he was doing Molly at the Kentucky Derby?
He was doing Molly at the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, that's what was apparently down. Like, we had a run of, like, NFL players testing positive for Molly one year or something.
Yeah.
On their drug test. Yeah, apparently they had, like, Wes Welker just handing out, like, $100 bills looking... Well, at the time, it looked like he was just drunk off his ass. Apparently this dude was, popping MDMA.
Jesus.
Well, I guess he'd be in a good mind. Good state of mind passing out $100 bills like that.
Yeah. Like Tom Brady at the Super Bowl, floating Super Bowl parade. Drunk as hell, throwing the trophy around. Yeah.
Tripping on Simple Simon right there. So.
Speaking of football players at the Kentucky Derby, Brian, apparently Aaron Rodgers was starting some shit down at the Kentucky Derby. He was down there with A.J. Hawk and a couple other former Packers. And
he didn't really go on air and talk about it, but Tirico apparently talked to him behind closed doors and kind of talked about it. I can have some opinions on this topic later on if everybody wants.
So basically what it was is apparently he was making fun of the GM, calling him the who was the guy from the Bulls that was Michael Jordan.
Jerry
Michael
Krause.
Jordan didn't get along with because of personnel decisions he was making. Like he was calling.
None of the players got along with Jerry Krause because Jerry Krause they claim had kind of a bit of a little man complex.
Yeah.
Thought he should have gotten more credit than he was, but all the credit was going to Michael and Scotty and Phil Jackson, the guys that he hired or brought into the team.
So Aaron Rodgers is apparently talking shit about the Packers general manager or the CEO of the company, technically it's a publicly owned team, but if you own stock, if you own stock in the Packers, you don't get anything from it. You just get a certificate saying, hey, you're a partial owner. And everybody in that county owns part of the Packers if you pay property taxes because they use money to fund the team that way. So, but they don't really need to because of just ticket sales and TV deals and merchandise alone. It makes the team into a profit. So, apparently, did you hear about this Adam Schefter thing that just came out a couple days ago, Eric? Because Adam Schefter was...
You mean how he was sitting on the story for like weeks?
Yeah, months. He was getting this information over a span of months, and then he chose draft day to come out with the story. And made it sound like, it was happening that day. Like everybody in the media and the sports world thought Aaron Rodgers was trying to not come back as a Packer on draft day. Like that news was brand new. No, it was over since the offseason started, apparently. So,
well, I mean, it's been going on for years.
Well, ever since they drafted Jordan Love.
Aaron Rodgers wants out.
Ever since they drafted Jordan Love.
I've always said that the relationship between, like, Green Bay organization and even citywide and Rodgers is kind of a weird one if you really think about it. It was never supposed to really work. If you think about Rodgers' personality and, like, the personality of, like, or, the tradition of, like, the team itself.
Yeah. So
Green Bay is a small town, working class, very blue collar. It's like a miniature Pittsburgh, kind of in that sense, where they're very tradition laden. It's very tradition laden. They're more conservative, not very big risk takers. Rodgers is kind of Northern California, intellectual, forward thinking, and it was always kind of just like this weird relationship, kind of this weird coexistence, if you would, but it worked.
Yeah,
all these years, so
it's the personalities are so different, but it works. It like
right.
The two find harmony in the middle.
Favre fit the personality of the city, and it's why they so much gravitated to him.
Well, I mean, he's grassroots. He's grassroots, Southern Mississippi, small town type of dude.
And I always kind of say sometimes it's like you took like a small southern town and put it in northern Wisconsin with Green Bay.
So,
for anybody who's gone through there.
Speaking of Brett Favre, he